Hello Vic, thank you for taking some time to view this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One is to give you some tips and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online traffic, your revenue, your leads, and your business. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website in the area that you serve, see if those tips and tricks could outrank them. The goal is to get you on the first page of Google, to get you in front of the eyes of more consumers, which will lead to your online traffic and leads. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. Whatever I talk about here, you could use on your own website. So I'll take that opportunity to show you those steps for your business. So first is content. So in content, you need anywhere on your homepage from anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 words. That's just dependent on the competition number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you could place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So right now, you got a nice laid out website here, with pictures, very personable there. But one thing I would definitely focus on is just increasing your content, your relevant content, your keywords. So the more content you have, the more pages you have, the more searchability you have with Google. But I like your reviews right there. That's good to always have good reviews. So I'll show you that concerning Google. So one thing I just typed in, I know this is your area, San Diego, California, and plumbing services. If I was a consumer, I type this in. Here's what typically comes up. Ads come up here a lot, and that's hit or miss if you haven't invested in it already. Data just shows that consumers usually skip over ads and they scroll down the page. They might go to this map pack here. This is citations. I'll talk more about that in a minute. And these are organics right here. So we feel this is the most important with Google searches. To organically, the goal is to be on the first page of any kind of service you do in any kind of area that you serve. And as you scroll down here, and typically we don't count the directories like Yelp and Angie's List, because a local consumer, if they have an issue, they're going to go to a local business, especially if it's an emergency. So, there's some big names in the area. They have sub pages in San Diego, but I'm going to compare your website to, even if we could compete or outrank this person right here, the Core Plumbing SD. If your website could outrank them, you'll be on top of them on the first page of Google, and that'll, even being on this first page at the bottom, that'll increase your traffic exponentially. So you might have heard this saying, a good place to hide a dead body is on page 2 or 3 of Google. People just don't go here for more services typically. So the goal is to be on that first page right in the front of the face of consumers. So to compare websites, we use a tool here called Ahrefs, and it's to compare a deep dive in websites. And here's your URL right here. So with your website, speaking of content, so right now you're not using any keywords. So again, keywords are those buyer intent keywords. Think of like plumbing services, plumbing repair, San Diego, all the cities you might go to, Oceanside, La Mesa, Chula Vista, wherever you go, you just add keywords and it increases your searchability. So compare that to your local competitor here, Core Plumbing. Great thing about keywords, and here's their numbers right here. Here's the URL. So they're using 361 keywords. Great thing about keywords, you could do a deep dive in websites, and any keywords that apply to you, you could put on your website and embed them in there, and that increases your search volume. So you want to have higher volume, the better. For instance, if this applies to you, Plumber San Diego, you put that embedded in your website, and there you go. You got a good search volume, 3,000. And you get very creative with your keywords, and you can switch them around. Plumber San Diego plumbers, and that increases your website, and that's how you outrank your competitors. Secondly, there's backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linking to your website. So these links act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. You could also think of it as like a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins. But keeping in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have other plumbing services, HVAC services, relevant backlinks, strong backlinks. It doesn't help if websites outside your industry are linking back to you. It just doesn't give you the trust power, search power with Google. So right now, you're starting to have some backlinks on your website. You have 14 backlinks with 7 reference domains. But comparing that to your local competitor, Core Plumbing, he has 534 backlinks with 150 reference domains. Same thing with backlinks and keywords. You don't have to recreate the wheel. So you look at the backlinks, you see what's strong. You could add those to your website as well, and you could add those on top of that to start dominating your competitor. So the goal is to get to close to these numbers and even get higher than these numbers and beat that traffic and get on that first page of Google. And that'll increase your traffic and your leads. Then finally, there's citations. So citation is anywhere where your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses, since this can generate huge amounts of revenue, especially if you have a San Diego address. So again, the goal is to be in the top 3. Sometimes there's 4 here, but be in the top 3. Much like pages 2 or 3 of Google, people don't click this button for more services. So you want to be right in the front of face consumers. And to do that, you increase your citations with directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, and BBB. There's hundreds of others you've probably heard of. Also, social media accounts are great too. So the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank above them. So with your website, once your content, your backlinks, your citations, once they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at, why that's worth it, to be in the eyes of consumers here in the map pack and here organically. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that will generate some pretty decent revenue. Also, there's usually many more keywords you could do and use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start generating those leads yourself online. But if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, you'll feel free to reach out. I can help you out with that, give you some more information, or we can just talk about goals. We can do the research to help you find out exactly what could be realistic for your business, what it might take to reach those goals. So if you leave me a few lines of feedback, that'll help me get better at making these videos for local businesses. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this was informative. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.